Check. K6USY, Delta Mike is 06.
Hello, microwave enthusiasts. K6MYC 1296 Bozo.
KC5 DTU 712.
Well, hi there, 712. Good to hear you. Long time no talk.
Roger, Roger. I'm going to send you a blog there when I get off the net here. The conversation we were having today about someone being unalive, it goes into detail explaining.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. I'd be really interested in hearing that because I've been rumbling around that whole thought and that whole conversation around pretty well. Every time I see a picture of so-and-so on the screen, I think, okay, is that the real one or is that the Memorex?
Roger that. It's quite, I was really surprised when I got this today and saw that, and it's right on the conversation we were having.
Yeah, very good, very good. Oh, I've got a kitty here. Who is this? Is this Abby? Abby, I got food out there for you. Yes, I do. I put some nice food out there for the kitty. You ought to see this here. It's night before last. Oh, you got a big scab. You've been fighting again, you turkey. I got scabs on his head. We came out of the net. And we looked out there. There were two big skunks eating dinner out there.
Nobody got sprayed in that, I hope. Anyhow, I believe AAJ is there. Good evening, Mike, and I'll turn it back to Net.
Okay, let me just make a comment. There's a rule about skunks. If you can see their face, you're fine. Don't let them show you the other side, though. If they start turning around on you, better haul ass.
It's WA6AAJ 727.
Yeah, hi, Mike. WA6AAJ 727. K6MYC. Good evening.
Good evening. Who's unalive? Are we talking zombies or what?
I'm not sure I understood the question. I was talking about the skunks that visited, but before that we were talking about human-type skunks that Carrie and I were talking about today on the phone. Over.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys said unalive, so the first thing that went into my head was a zombie.
Well, believe me, he's not a zombie, but he's still alive. And the stuff that I'm going to send out today, it goes into quite a bit of detail on a certain individual that was supposedly unalived.
Did you send me an email on the list?
I'll do it as soon as I get out of here. I just got it a little bit ago.
Okay, roger that. Thank you.
The first letter of his name start with an E?
No, this is a J.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out who that might be.
Last initial is E.
KM6SR number 432.
Okay, hi, Rob.
Good evening, Mike, and other Mike and Carrie.
Good evening, Rob. Hope all is well up on the hill there.
Rob.
Yep, is doing fine if you like weed eating.
In that case, it's not fine.
Are you still finding weeds? I thought you got the last one a week ago.
No, I'm barely making a dent in them. I keep seeing more and more. Now, today I found a couple of 25, 30-year-old buck brushes that had died. They were all clumped together, and I cleared them out trying to increase my fire break.
Yeah, what kind of bushes?
Buck brush.
Would that be, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's kind of, some people call them deer brush, I guess, too. They got kind of little point sticker on them, I guess, and and as soon as the spring comes, they have a real small, strong smell from their white flowers, little bitty white flowers. Over.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that would be.
Well, I'm sure you must have some on your property. That's name it's called buckbrush.
K60 West Y 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Weed that stinks, and it only grows when there's absolutely no water, no other weeds. I get them every July and August, and they are weird.
I'm not familiar with that one, Mike. I just looked up the buckbrush here.
I don't plant it. I'm serious. When my ground is middle July and August, it's rock hard clay with a coat of hard pan about a foot underneath, and this stuff comes up. And it's not just a little bit; it's quite a bit. But if you run over it with your tires will stink. And it's just weird stuff. I haven't found a name yet for it.
Yeah, roger that. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, though, but it almost looks like something you would plant and grow purposely.
Oh, you mean the buds? Yeah, it's not that I'm an expert, but I think I'd rather smell the buds than this junk.
Roger that. Well, I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it though, but it's one of the undesires.
Yeah, it's. I'll have to take a picture of it in a couple of months.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that, Mike. KM6SRR.
Is it annual or is it semi-annual, Rob?
No, it's annual, every summer.
I mean, does it live year-round?
No, only during the dead of summer, super hot, it starts coming up. That's the only thing growing.
Okay, does it make blue flowers, purple flowers, what?
And they're kind of like a purple.
Yeah, that's what I call kerosene plant.
And it stinks, right?
Yeah, well, it's kind of pungent. It's sort of like we call it gasoline or kerosene plant or something. And it's sticky.
Yeah, roger that. But it just takes absolutely no water to grow it.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. I've cultivated it. I got it all over.
Well, if you want to come down and get some more, you're welcome to it.
Well, the way to cultivate it is you treat it harshly and you don't give it any water, and it grows like hell.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't touch this stuff. There ain't no water out there during the summer, and it just grows.
There's a yellow version of it also.
Okay. Well, I got my fill of it every year.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, try watering it. Maybe it won't like it and it'll die.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
The PG&E bill up. I'm doing okay, Mike.
Did you hear BBG checking in there, Mike?
Yes, I did. Go ahead, Dave. I was just going to give it to you. K6 BBG 971. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I'm here. Just checking in. I wasn't here last night. So I thought I'd come down here and say hi and make sure that you're still doing okay. So, Mikey.
Okay. Do you have any of that purple, ugly, smelly kerosene plant at your place?
No.
Well, mine hasn't come up yet, but it's due to start protruding pretty quickly here.
Dodger. This is the white car.
There was somebody in there that got real weak all of a sudden. Mike, do you have your amplifier on? You're brutally weak tonight, over. I don't know where Mike went. Maybe he went down to get Ralph.
I'm back. I just tried again. I was calling him for about 7:20 to 7:30 and nothing, and then I just tried again and I'm not getting anything.
Now you came up about 100 dB. What did you do?
I'm swinging my antenna at you.
Oh, you must have had me in an atomic null there.
I was pointed down at Ralph.
Mike.
Somebody said something, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I doubled with you. I was just making sure you got me down, Mike. K6USY.
Yes, we have you and your cohort, Brittany, there, 1100.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, just holding down the fort down here in Fresno.
We weren't ignoring you, but there was just other voices in there.
Well, those were all in your head, Mike.
Well, that's true.
Well, Bill, AA Success won't be in tonight. He's out of town until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad. We miss him. He's going to be, well, you're going to have to work QUI then. No, yeah, QUI said he would be there tonight, so maybe it's time to go over and get Ron, over.
Oh, okay. I'll swing down that way then.
You did not hear Ralph?
I did not hear Ralph 2 different times.
Yeah, he may be in here at 7:45, though, on the other frequency there. He came in last night on 222. I talked to him, and so did Ken, OIB, and actually Aaron heard him a little bit, too, which I think was interesting. I think Rob heard him a little bit, too, on their whole loop, so pretty good signals from Ralph last night. Okay, anybody else before we go toward the Atascadero? Okay, 6MYC, Bozo Net 1296.
I'll try Ralph one more time.
Okay. Anyway, Carrie, I'm telling Judy, Carrie sent us another, is it a blog or what is it, Carrie?
It is, and I'm going to, since you're swinging, I'm going to go in and get that headed your way right now.
Oh, okay, you have not sent anything yet?
That's affirmative. I'm going to go do that right now.
Okay, 7-3. We'll catch up with you later. If you come back out, fine. If not, we'll understand, and have a good evening. KC5DTU, K6MYC, and we were going to go in after the net and sit down and listen to, because we're way behind on X22s.
Okay, well, make sure you get the one that I'm sending today. It's the one that's going to tell you what's going on.
Yeah, that's what we'll listen to first. Thanks, Kerry.
Roger, roger. K6NYC, KC5DTU, and Rob and Mike, if he's still there, we'll talk to you guys later.
You have a good evening and good talk this morning. Thank you.
No problem, Judy. 73.
73, Kerry. KC5DTU, KM6SRR.
We're just waiting for Mike to come back. He's going down and giving Ralph one more call on 090.
Mike, have Judy on the computer look up buckbrush, B-U-C-K-B-R-U-S-H, and do a Google search, and it comes up with all kinds of information, pictures and stuff. Over.
Well, it sounds like something I have here, but I call it something else. Chaparral?
Well, you could. Usually chaparral is like manzanita stuff, but it's similar. It could be part of chaparral is kind of a generalized term talking about brush and stuff in the foothills.
Well, it makes white flowers in the spring.
Yep, that's the only thing I know. It's kind of a bush, and it's got little thorns on it.
And, well, I don't know if I got, there may be thorns on it. I guess it does have kind of a, I try to stay away from it. We just pulled most of ours out. It's a flammable thing. You walk within 25 feet of it with a match and it starts.
Well, I don't know about that. If it's green, it doesn't do it that easy.
Oh, yeah. No, I've thrown it on the burning pile with it bright white flowers all over it, and it just takes off and flares the flames. Over.
Maybe it's got an oil in it or something that's flammable.
Yeah, it's real oily. The wood is very hard, but it seems to be very full of oil.
7-Eleven.
Hey, 7-Eleven.
K6MI. Just turned the radio on.
Well, hello there, John. Good evening. K6 Mexico, Italy. K6MYC and the Bozo Net. Good to hear you.
Good to be here and hope to see you all on Saturday.
That's true. We're trying to get there, but we didn't want to get in there too early. We're looking for a ride that's later in the morning. We'll figure out something.
K6MYC, WA6AJ.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Check Ralph, and wasn't really strong, but we got each other.
Okay, good deal. And as long as you're here, you might as well run the antenna right over to Atascadero. We're done with check-ins here, and unless somebody else shows up that we'll catch anyway. So let's go to Atascadero.
Okay, will do. You're going to be hearing me. I'm already pointed at line. I'll give him a shout. W6QUI, W6QUI. This is WA6AAJ, over. W6QUI, 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 WA6AAJ, over. Nothing from one. W6QUI, W6QUI, WA6AAJ, over. Nothing, Mike.
Okay. You want to try him, Rob?
I don't think you can hear me with my not-so-good shaped system.
Well, he works you, but maybe it's because you hear him and then tweak on him, right?
Well, not on the 1296 with my compromised antenna and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Well, I could call him, but he won't hear me either. So if Mike can't get him, we're out of luck here. He said he would be there. Let's give him another minute or so, Mike. Give him 2 or 3 more calls.
Okay. W6QUI, W6QUI, WA6AAJ, over. W6QUI, W6QUI, WA6AAJ, over.
alarm either, so I guess we can go on up to Santa Cruz, Mike. Thank you.
Roger, roger.
Okay, let's see if we got a signal over there to Santa Cruz this evening. KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net calling and standing by.
MYC, KW6S, 610.
Yeah, we got you. You're kind of fluttery. With massive dropouts, but we got it. Maybe you're just coming around in this direction. Good evening, Tom. Hopefully you had a good day over there. Over.
Oh, yeah, beautiful day here. Went out and had lunch on the wharf and did some little bit of yard work around here and just had a nice dinner outside. Beautiful day all the way through.
You're just going up and down like a roller coaster. I guess you turned it back. Try it again and use call signs when you turn it back so I know you're done talking. KW6S, K6MYC, and it was a nice day here as well. My son visited from Patterson. He's down here dropping off his dog for caretaking. Over.
Really weak. Very good. Started out good, but K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get peaked on you, but it's like 2 degrees wide, and then you just disappear. Really touchy tonight. Anyway, we got you. Thanks for being there. We got your 610 all okay, and of course. Mike is in here, so let's see if you and Mike can connect here. WA6AAJ. Go ahead, Mike. K6MYC.
KW6S. KW6S. WA6AAJ. Hello, Tom.
WA6AAJ. KW6S. Yeah, it's good to hear from you, and got a bit of warble, but not too bad a signal here. And we'll be seeing you this weekend.
Roger, roger. Yeah, the signal's not real strong tonight, but I'm copying you. See ya on Saturday. KW6S, WA6AJ, 73, Tom.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, look forward to seeing you down there, and we'll catch up on a lot of stuff that's been going on. WA6AAJ, KW6S, back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good. Anybody else copying Tom over there tonight from this side? K6MYC Bozo Net, San Joaquin Valley. I guess we're all alone here, Mike. Tom. So we'll let you go, and we'll look for you, of course, tomorrow night. We'll be in here with bells on, I think, in the same shack, and it'll be even warmer than it is tonight. We're sitting here at about 85, pushing 90. So it's just a hair on the warm side. It makes me very drowsy. 73, Tom. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. See you, catch you tomorrow night, and yeah, computers will probably be a little bit easier. This is 1296 there tonight. I'll give Lee a little pump and see if I can get him on for tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, 7-3, yeah, Tom, and I heard somebody call in underneath you. Who was the station that just called? Try it again. K6MYC 1296 Bozo Net, over.
Hey, good evening, Mike. The 86SOK. I heard you talking to Tom in Santa Cruz. I can't hear Tom, but your signal's pretty good here, even though you're pointed at Santa Cruz, which is pretty amazing. You sound fine up here. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Fred. Thank you. Pretty good signal on. I'm not even pointed at you, so I don't know what's going on with Tom. You're coming in Tom's direction tonight, so you guys must have swapped. Anyway, good evening to you, Fred. Much better than last week. Last week we didn't hardly hear you. KD6SOK and perhaps others in the Bay Area, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, last week and the week before, 1296 the band was just terrible. I mean, in both directions, your direction and my direction, 1296 was awful. But tonight it seems like it's back to normal again, so I guess you can try and like this, beam over in the Bay Area and see. But yeah, it's pretty funny. You sound pretty good in Tom's direction, so. All right, 507. So good evening to Judy, and back to you, Mike, 86SOK.
Okay, Fred. Very good. What do you got planned for the weekend? Is it going to be hot over there?
It's supposed to be very hot tomorrow, and then it's supposed to cool down on Friday. So a cold front, a low pressure system is supposed to come down from Alaska. But I see the Central California and the Southland are going to get baked. So you guys are going to get really hot down there. So you won't get the low pressure like we will on Friday.
Yeah, well, it's going to get warm here. We expect something at 95 and perhaps even more, right?
90,
No?
Low 90s.
Oh, low 90s. Apparently it's changed a little bit. We're dropping back, and it's going to get cool enough to put a sweater on in the low 90s, Fred. Good evening to you, 7-3, and we'll see you Sunday night. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll see you on Monday on 222. KD6SOK, Cupertino, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Anybody else in the Bay Area?
KB6BA.
KB6BA, good evening, Oliver. Good signal. I'll sneak up on you. I think a couple of degrees north of where Fred is there, but good signal. And thanks for popping in here on 1296. KB6BA, 900, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group. Reasonably pretty strong signal, not too fluttery. Got my hiking quota done for this week, so just run the fans tomorrow when it's hot, like Fred said. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Yeah, KB6BA. You say you got your hiking done for the week?
Yeah, that's correct. Except for Friday, I'll probably do something.
Okay. Well, we hike every day, but it's just because I have so far to go from the barn to the house and so on. We take long walks every day, and sometimes all the way down to where the ATV is sitting. Okay. Well, I guess it's going to cool off a little bit toward the end of the week up your way from what Fred says there, so it might even be better hiking later Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who knows? Anyway, very good to hear you, Oliver. You might stick around. You might be able to hear some of the folks over there that I'm not hearing. Sometimes you hear Jim, WB6JNN, when I don't hear him at all. And I'm not sure I'll hear KD6JSM also. KB6JSM is John, and he's out there by the airport, San Jose Airport. Back to you, Oliver, and we'll take a standby after you and listen for any others in the Bay Area. KB6BA, K6MYC, 1296 Bozo Net. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that, Mike. Yeah, one of the highlights from my trip back east was to attend the Eastern States VHF Conference in Connecticut. And what struck me is how active 220 weak signal is out there in New England. I think it's because people have good stations at home, and whenever they get rain scatter, they can talk to each other. But out here, there's very little rain scatter, and unless you're up in a mountain or in a hill somewhere, don't seem to be much interest in
people working each other in 220. That being said, I don't have 220 sideband capability. Sometimes I think about a transverter, but I think what I said also applies somewhat to the VHF contests. Out here, the June VHF contest has been sort of sparse. But once again, I think the rain scatter keeps the interest alive in the New England and the Midwest. So that was my take in conference last week. And I hear WB6G in the background. KB6B, over.
Okay. I have two questions. What is this stuff you call rain, and what do you do when you scatter it? I have never, in 55, 65, almost 70 years, I have not worked anybody on rain scatter, over.
I think you need to have like a thunderstorm cell between yourself and a distant station, hopefully somewhere in the middle. So if they're at 30,000 feet or so, you can get rid of a lot of the ground clutter with not too much power. So I've done one rain scatter contact on 10 gig, but they're pretty common on 2 meters all the way up through 432, and it's widely used in Europe. But that being said, I've never experienced rain scatter myself on the lower bands, 2 meters through 432. But it's the bread and butter mode for people out in the East Coast and Midwest.
Okay, they use rain. That's not real prevalent out here. Okay, very good. We have a pretty good 222 check-in list. It is probably the lowest. Some days we only get 12 to 15. Other days we can get 20 and 25. Right now there's 2 or 3 stations that are broken. They are just broken, and they're waiting for parts to come in or something else on 220. So we normally would have 15 to 20. So it's not bad. The problem is none of them are very big contesters. We have maybe 3 or 4 of them that contest with 220, and that's it. And that's the problem. That's why I have the Saturday night thing on the VHF contest. I try to get as many people to come out of the woodwork on 222 as we can and get them out there, at least make a few contacts for the folks over the weekend there. So we'll try that again. We'll try that again, Oliver. I'm sorry you don't have anything for 220. 73s, and we'll listen for WB6JNN. KB6BA, thank you. K6MYC clear, and WB6JNN. Go ahead. I don't hear him. W6PQL, I hear you. Are you copying Jim, JNN, Jim?
No, I haven't been there tonight, not yet. But let me move the antenna just a little bit. Sometimes I have to do that to get him out of that. So let's try here. Let's see.
There, I got you now, Jim. Let's see. Give me a little more chatter. I just found you toward the end there, Jim. WB6JNN. I lost PQL. He went into a fade, and all of a sudden you came up there. Over.
My K6MYC, WB6JNN, and myself on the. So I'm getting a little moves and get completely atomic flow. We had the atomic flow from there. So K6MYC, WB6JNN.
Did you get that, Mikey?
No, I didn't. He put it out at the end, did he? I didn't hear him turn it back to me at all. I didn't get any copy on it. He was just going 3 words in and 3 words gone, 3 words up and 3 words gone. So can you relay, Jim, over?
Well, he was just telling you that I moved my antenna so I could hear him and find him, and that's why you lost me and that sort of thing. And I don't think he did anything other than transmit. It's just did that. Also, you have 775 on frequency as well. as soon as you finish up with Jim, go. What's the matter? Did I fade out now, or are you playing with your antenna?
Well, every time I get on you, you're there and for 3 seconds, and then you go away again. Over.
Well, I don't know how to explain that. Other than once you find me, leave the antenna alone. Did you get what I was telling you?
You should listen to the stream. Are you listening to the stream? You come roaring in for 3 words, and then you just go away.
No, I'm not listening to the stream. I'm listening to you directly, and you're steady over here.
You're going up a little bit down, Jim.
You were strong that time, JNN.
Well, your beam heading's a little different, but the conditions are poor right now. I mean, earlier, and it's a little better now. WB6JNN.
Oh, yeah, you came up 10, 15 dB there. I couldn't get any readability on you before. You were in and out, and that's what Jim is doing. Maybe I have to go further with him. I don't know what's causing that. I've not seen that so much before. 285, that's Jim, and we got 1296, Jim.
I got that.
2 Jims. Anyway, you're coming in fine now. What do you got planned for the weekend?
I got some mowing, and it looks like it's down again.
That's weird. If anybody's listening to the stream, you can see what I'm dealing with here. I haven't moved the antenna. Jim came roaring in, much stronger than PQL, and then the last transmission I didn't get but the first 3 words, and he went down into a non-readable condition. I could tell he was in there, but no readability. So if anybody's copying me over there, maybe you can relay. Jim, I'll try to peak on you, but you've got to give me a longer transmission. W6PQL, I may be short of where I have to be for you. Maybe there's 2 peaks here, over.
Don't touch the antenna. You're fine over here. I don't think it'll do anything but lose the signal. I was telling you earlier that 775 is also in here, Mike. Did you get that over?
Okay, we got your 775. Thank you. Let me see if I can hear Mike. KB6WFC, KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead, Mike. K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over, Mike. I got most of that, and I got about 50% of it that time, Mike. I'm moving the antenna slightly more and more to the north, and you kept coming up, but then you'd fade out again. It's very, very strange QSB on this end. I'm not sure what's causing that. Anyway, thank you for checking in, Mike, and it's a pretty good signal. It's detectable, and I think if I had my Bluetooth hearing aids working, I would hear you almost Q5. But the hearing aids are giving me real trouble tonight. I hope to get my new ones back in a couple of days here. 73 Mike, KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. 73 Mike, have a good weekend. Over. Where I had it, I think for you, Jim, this should be closer, W6PQL. I got some of Jim there, some of Mike, I should say, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, yeah, you seem to be on me, and Mike was responding to you, but I guess signals are up and down between the two of you, as they are between you and I. So that's the deal. I somehow forgot to check for Steve tonight down in Santa Barbara. I guess we were all busy waiting for you to get turned in this direction, and I lost track of time, so I can't help you with that one tonight. Over.
Who are you referring to? The one you lost track of time? Who was that? 52?
Yeah, 52. I didn't check for him tonight.
Okay, no problem. And you are 8 degrees different than Mike tonight. Normally I get you and Mike almost in the same heading, but he's at 303, where he was peaking 303, and you're 293. Over.
Well, okay. As long as you can find us, I guess that's what counts.
It's just, it's all over the map tonight. It keeps me going, that's for sure. I'll do a lot better when I get the new hearing aids back and I've got the Bluetooth back online again. Thank you, Jim. 70 trees. Have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow, of course, on 2 meters, and then Thursday night on 432 as well. I'm already into the weekend already mentally here. Hi. W6PQL, K6MYC, 73.
All righty, 73, W6PQL.
I thought we might hear from Russ tonight because he's back from Dayton, I think. I don't think he went anywhere else after Dayton. So I was liking to get a report on what he thought of the show at Dayton, but so far no Russ. K6KLY, are you floating around there, Russ? K6MYC in the Bozo Net?
Mike, did PQL get 52?
He did not get 52.
Thank you, KM6SR.
I don't hear anybody. We'll go on up and get N6RO in Oakley. Here we go toward Oakley. Here we are toward Oakley, and I'm not sure quite where to point here. Oakley, N6 Radio Ocean, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, you're pointed very well. Nice and loud. Bozo 835. Temperature range was 61 on the bottom and 85 on the top. Going to get a little warmer tomorrow. And dinner is going to be that wonderful Alaskan halibut and broccoli. Other than that, I'm still messing with the office computer. See you tomorrow on 2.
Still messing with the computer and something. You took a little warble and I missed it.
I just said I'll see you on 2 meters tomorrow.
Oh, yes, we will. We will see you on 2 meters tomorrow. 1296 is up and down tonight. You're coming roaring up, and then you fade down. Part of it's my hearing aids, but most of it's just the band. All right, fine on the halibut. You got me talking to Matt about getting some of that halibut. Well, we haven't done it yet. Hi. We had, what was it? Shish kebabs tonight with beef and good stuff in between. And it was very, very good. Some nice, was that sweet potatoes too, the little thin stuff?
Yeah.
Sweet potato, fried sweet potato thins. And watermelon, as we've always been having the last few days, so we don't hardly need to have any water to drink during between bites here. Good evening for now, Ken, and we'll see you tomorrow. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, clear but listening for anybody else on this heading. Over.
Yum on your dinner.
I didn't hear anything either. Okay, I'm going to go toward Sacramento and see if we can pick up KJ6K tonight. Okay, Darren, I'm calling you, but I might have to wiggle a little bit to find you. KJ6KFB, 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 K6MYC calling. Kilo 6, Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net 1296, calling KJ6 KFB and standing by. Go ahead, Darren. Okay, KJ6KFB. I think we have to just stay with it for a minute, Darren, and wait for a peak here. I can detect your signal. I think we can detect your signal, but we need more time here. So give me another long call, if you will, and maybe we'll get a nice upfade here. KJ6KFB, K6MYC, standing by, standing by. Okay, let's try KR6MR. KR6MR, KR6 Mike Romeo, K6MYC. Hopefully you're in there tonight and feeling better, John. KR6MR, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, got you now. He just came up with the end, 759. Make another transmission quickly, over.
Roger, Dodger, sounding good now, sounding good, over.
Okay. The band is just all over the place. You come roaring up that time, about knocked us off our chairs here, and then you faded right down to nothing.
Judy had her ear right at the microphone.
Judy needs a new ear for that, over. Anything that time, John. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC. We think we heard Darren. I'm pretty sure I could hear Darren trying to call, but I'm not sure. If you can give me a confirmation, if you heard Darren at all tonight. If Darren was in there, give me Rogers. Give me Rogers if Darren was in there. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. Okay, got your Rogers. Got the Rogers. Thank you, boy. It's just that kind of conditions tonight. We just go with the bare minimum here. Thank you, John. I hope you're feeling better. Hopefully you're getting over your whatever it was that hit you and knocked you to the floor. Bill sounded a little better too today. Bill sounded a little better as well. So hopefully you're both getting over whatever it was there. Two different things at the same time, I guess. 7-3, John. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. 7-3, we'll see you on 2 meters. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC, over. to go to Nevada. We're going up to Nevada. Here we go. Okay, let's try Nevada. N7 Whiskey Tango or KE7UQL. KE7UQL, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Here it is, 272. This is 272. This is Kilo Echo 7. Uniform Quebec Lima calling from Delta Mike 09er, over.
Wonderful to hear you. So nice on 1296. You're doing well on 1296 these days, Darren. I mean, Richard. I'll be it right yet. Daniel, you're doing well on 1296 here. Great to hear you. And I don't know whether Larry's in here or not. I don't think Larry was there because his antenna said he was all screwed up. N7, KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
Roger. Good signal on you tonight, Mike. And no, I don't think Larry is working. I think his station has a problem, over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, you're doing fine. You've got a kind of a fast flutter on you, but very Q5, Daniel. So what a pleasure to hear you so on 1296 here. Good signal. And, of course, we'll look for you tomorrow on 2 meters, Daniel. Thanks for being there, as always, my friend. KE7UQL, K6MYC. How was your day?
Roger. Good day. Lots of lead shedding and a little bit of lead cutter maintenance, over.
Okay. Good deal. We had a good day here, too. Very warm. It got into the low 90s. Low 90-degree temperature range, and it'll be 95 or so tomorrow. So we're going through another little hot spell here. 7-3, Daniel, and we'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters here. KE7UQL, solid copy the whole way. K6MYC, over.
Roger, KE7UQL. 7-3, see you tomorrow on 144, over.
Roger, 144 it is. 7-3, Daniel. What a great signal. Bye-bye. Okay, 620. I hear you very lightly, Pete. Mike, let me get to you here. I may be, well, just give me some chatter, and I'll see if I can find a peak on you, Mike, over.
Better. I know your signal is up and down, even pointing this direction, so I would good.
Well, I'm definitely getting you on a bounce. I've got the antenna as far east as I can go. I'm at about 13 or 14 degrees east of north, and I still don't have a peak on you. So everything has moved. Everything has shifted to the north here. Anyway, good to hear you, Mike, and I'm sorry copy is very, very light. We'll have to catch you tomorrow. For an update on 2 meters. Thanks for being there, and one of these days I'm sure we'll hear you like a ton of bricks down here. W6 Papa Echo K6MYC.
All right. 76 I'll be clear.
Roger. Thank you, Mike. Okay. Well, I guess we're done, Rob. I'm going to go park in the Bay Area.
Okay. Roger.
Okay, let me start calling you here, Darren. Let me call you here, Darren, and I'll work my way across the band here. We should hear you tonight. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC, calling and inching along, trying to find your signal. Go ahead. got you, 756. Judy heard your 756. We got you. We got the 756, Darren. So not very strong, but enough to get the report in there. Thank you very much for the 756. And great to hear you. Looking for you tomorrow on 2 meters with much better signals, of course. Nice to hear you again, Darren. Thanks for your consistent attempts here. KJ6 KFB 756 K6 MYC. Over.
Hopefully you can hear a little bit more and a little bit stronger signal as the band conditions pop up and down. This is Kilo Juliet 6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo.
Oh, very good. Almost solid copy at the end of that. You came up very nicely. KJ6 KFB. We just have to wait for these damn peaks. You'll get rid of that when you get more power and more antenna, as you know, up there. Anyway, great to hear you. And we heard solid copy on the sideband that time, Darren. KJ6 KFB, have a good one, and we'll look for you tomorrow on 2 meters, K6 MYC. 7-3, my friend. Gotcha. KJ6 KFB. The only thing that came out of the noise that time was your call sign right at the end, but we heard you, but I just couldn't copy it. So you're right on the fringe of a pretty decent copy, Daniel. Thanks again. Congratulations on the signal down here with 6 or 7 watts. Hi. KJ6 KFB, K6 MYC will be clear. Bye-bye now. Okay. Well, we got another one, Rob, 756. Boy, that was a squeak.
Yeah, that was a good one. I had him down from before when John said he was in there.
I didn't hear that. Well, I guess I did. Judy heard it too, so it's my ears. Partly I'm missing some of the verbiage. All right, I'm going to still go back to the Bay Area and make one last call, but basically we'll just chat there for a sec.
I got 20.
See if any, and we got 20 check-ins, not bad.
Yep, I got 20 also. Hey, Mike, we had 20 last week also.
Yeah, well, we're stuck. We got to get a few new guys, or we got to get somebody like Ken, and there's a couple of others down here that aren't getting in. KLY, and I think KLY in the Bay Area for sure. And then sometimes the guys 160 and 333, 336 check in. From KW6, K6 Whiskey India Sugar. I did not hear him tonight. So that was a couple easy ones that were missing. And then we didn't get 52. So we easily could have gotten to 23, 24 with luck. Over.
Yep, they were both on a week ago, 111 and 637. Also, we had Ron 1055 on last week.
Who did we have on?
Last week we had Ron 1055 check in.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right, we did. So again, if we got everybody, we'd be in the mid-20s, which is good. This is a little light tonight, but some nights we get them, some nights we don't. Anyway, not too bad. I'm listening into the Bay Area, guys. Bay Area. Last check. Late checks were missed from Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Delta Mike 07, Central California, calling into the Bay Area for the 1296 Bozo Net. Late checks or missed. Over. All quiet on the Western Front. I guess it's a wrap, Rob, and we're out of Haagen-Dazs. I don't know what the hell we're going to do tonight.
I'm telling you, you shouldn't be eating that much. You'd have more.
Oh, we had a couple of teaspoonfuls last night. That was all that was left. So we're not eating very much. It's just enough to sweeten the milk.
Yep. My heart's bleeding for you, haha.
I can hear it. Alrighty. 7-3, Aaron, thank you for your participation. And John, if you're still listening there, K6MI, good to have you in here. And anybody else here locally. John, I think Mike usually goes away early, so I can say 73's to Mike, but he won't hear me. Good night all, K6MYC.
Well, you just need more power and then he'll hear you. Good night, Mike. K6USY.
7-3.
K6MYC, Mike and Judy, KM6SR 73, and Aaron, K6USY, KM6SR 73.
Good night, Rob.
No, I'm trying to peek on you a little better there. I was trying to listen to the Bay Area. Oh, it's just a normal fading to the 9700 because I haven't changed it.